Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 8, episode 28, I believe. Pretty sure? Yep. Gotta check that. So, last episode we built our reactor and steam turbine. Today, we're going to set up the fissile fuel production required. In between episodes, I set on autocraft all the different machines that we are going to need for this. And I also set up the autocrafting for the thermal evaporation plant, which we're going to need to make lithium so we can start storing all the energy that this thing is going to produce. Because this should produce a silly amount of power. Like, we thought the 69,000 packet base out of the bigger reactor was a silly amount of power. I believe this will be even more. I think this is probably going to produce a couple of million, or even possibly something close to 1 billion a tick. But anyway, so what we need from this is, so let's firstly go with our sulfur dioxide. We need to make a chemical oxidizer. I know we're going to need a couple of these, so I might make 5 of them. So a chemical oxidizer, and then we're going to want network cards. We have a network transmitter, network receiver, and a network card. First things first, let's put this down, is it? Put our network card there, network receiver, sorry, there. Do that, / home. And we will go downstairs. Put our network transmitter there with our card. Ah, nice. That will put us, then we'll be able to access everything in the use the refined storage to pull things out that we need. So the chemical oxidizer, this requires we gotta put we put items in this side. We want an exporter. I think the higher the tier of these does better. Need to put sulfur dust in here. Sulfur dust. So it's any sulfur dust. I'm pretty sure we are growing sulfur anyway, so we can we'll get that from our crops. That's the beginning. So that's the start of this. We're also going to need a flux point, and we're going to need some universal cabling. 53 should be enough. More than enough for what we need this for. So we put you there. Put you there for the moment. Disconnect. Okay. So I'm not going to send any power to this just yet. So the sulfur dioxide goes into an infuser with oxygen to get sulfur trioxide. So to get the oxygen, we need a electrolytic separator. You can spell it right. 10 of them as well, because I know we're going to need a couple extra of these. And a chemical infuser. Okay. Put in there. You there. You. That will go there. Let's set this to cobble deep slate, whatever that is. So we need the chemical infuser there, and I'm pretty sure this is like sided. The sulfur trioxide, so the oxygen is going to go on the left and the sulfur dioxide on the right. So on the gas input, the second inputs are there, and this input for one be on the back. I believe this is this way. I think oxygen is this side. We set that to dump in excess. Auto eject on. And then what we'll do is we'll make a sink. Oh, we can make a sink. Terracotta. Do I have terracotta in there? Please say I got terracotta in there. I do not. Do I have any terracotta in here? I do. Okay. Got a bunch of it and stick it in the system. I got it. Having problems with the system, I think. After the bucket. We put the sink there. And then we need a mechanical pipe. Actually, let's get mechanical pipes. Let's go at... Let's get... We're gonna need pressurized tubes as well. We've got pressurized tubes, we've got mechanical pipes, we've got universal cabling. Okay, I think that's all we need. I don't think we need any of the other ones. The mechanical pipe go there. Set you to output. So you're just using the energy that's stored in the cable. Oxygen's going in there, but that'll change. So why? Oh, that's items. That's why. Right. So gas output there. We got that. We got the oxygen. Sulfur trioxide is then in a. This is gonna make sulfuric acid with water vapor. So we need another chemical infuser. And you will go sulfuric acid. Trioxide goes in the molecule. That's fine. For you there. Hear that. We'll have the input for the sulfur trioxide there. We'll have the input for the water vapor there. And we need a decondensator. No, it's just a rotary condensator, isn't it? Yeah. The rotary condensator also need power. There. And then put that there. Decondensating. And then we need to mechanical pipe, that's a cable. Mechanical pipe there. So you're making water vapor. Here you gases, you output there. You got water vapor filling up, and then you'll have sulfur dioxide. You'll have sulfur dioxide. You'll make sulfuric acid. So sulfur trioxide. So you're making the sulfur dioxide. You're making the sulfur trioxide. You're making the sulfuric acid. And the hydrofluoric acid is fluoride with the sulfuric acid. And so then we need a chemical dissolution chamber. Chemical dissolution chamber. And then you will output to the right. Pressurized tube. Universal cable. You just and you will have items import top, gases input there, and output right for now. Then we need another exporter. Missing 8 blocks of iron. Oh, okay, I know the problem. I used up a bunch of it, and I was doing some quests earlier, and I was doing all the storage parts. Exporter. Go there, and you get fluorite, wasn't it? Right. Fluorite. Okay. Cable's on our hotbar anyway. You should be already getting fluorite. You're filled up already. So, got the hydrofluoric acid being made. So the uranium oxide needs a chemical oxidizer. And I believe then the uranium hexafluoride is both of these mixed together in a chemical infuser. So what we'll do is make some more space here. So uranium oxide, chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer. We're going to need another exporter. Okay. And this is done with yellow cake uranium, which is done in an enrichment chamber, which we could do here. Enrichment chamber. Okay. And then what we want is tier installers. There. Got a basic, advanced, elite, and ultimate. Okay, and while we're here, speed upgrades from mechanism. Let's get a stack of those, and energy upgrades. Get 63 more of them. Okay. So what we need here then is we'll put our enriching chamber here, and we'll input items on the top, output on the left. Let's install our tiers, and export, new export uranium ingots. That's how I make the yellow cake uranium, isn't it? And then in the chemical oxidizer, there you go. So you get the yellow cake uranium, and the uranium oxide, we get output front. This is the front of this machine, which is weird. And then you make in the hydrofluoric acid, got the uranium oxide being. Uranium hexafluoride needs a chemical infuser. Firstly, back to mechanism. Chemical infuser. And this is hydrofluoric acid there. Gases. Hydrofluoric there. Sulfur. Sorry. I got that. Not the way I want. Okay. Let's you off a minute. Export. I can't drain it. Chemical infuser. Go there. So back. I need the uranium oxide on the second one. Back will have that. I'll set your gas output front. Awesome. So then you will also from that side and an output there. Okay, and I think the fissile fuel, we need the isotropic centrifuge with the uranium hexafluoride, and that makes us our fissile fuel. Isotropic centrifuge, boom, and bang. You step there, we'll output the front, and I'll just cable it up all the way across there. I'll probably go down underground a bit across. I could have set it a little closer, but I always go a little further out because I always forget how big this might actually be. Glad I didn't use that. Then I need the pressurized tubing. Way across here. You will be input only. Your output waste. That one. Great. So I think once I go doing sulfur dust, so actually what I could do here, break this one, the power cable there. Sulfur dust is done in a crusher of something, isn't it? I can do it in a pulverizer. I can just export any sort of sulfur to the pulverizer. Pulverizer. Copper gears. In crafting. Go flux. Left. And component. Just go with one. One of the resonant ones would be fast enough. Helium one. What we do is we put this guy here. Input there, output there. Put our exporter there. And we do sulfur. I'm pretty sure I've got sulfur S. I do not have sulfur S. Okay. Oh, we'll also put the sulfur ore. That as well. I'm gonna mute the pulverite. It's a noise I don't want my ears. Not happening. I had to clear my throat. So, once I give this system some power, is that the auto effect? I do. So once I give this system some power, all the mechanism noises. Okay, you can shut up. You can shut up. You and you. Everything can be quiet. We have fissile fuel. Gases, output there, please. Fissile fuel. 400 millibuckets. Nice. Now we just need to give system power. Power out. Now everything should be doing what it needs to be doing. What are you waiting? You're waiting on the sulfur trioxide. You're waiting on this. This is where all them speed upgrades that we crafted come in. You and you away. Put those away. And then we get those upgrades. So we get, you get a speed, you get speed, you get speed. You. I need one more set of everything. I think. Speed. Give me another 32. Energy. Another 32. Okay. You've got speed. You've got speed. You have you. Got energy. All got energy. Have as well. Okay. Put them away. You're waiting on. Ignore. You're making the uranium hexafluoride. Making the fissile fuels. So if we set this to... I pressed pause recording somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. I just know. Right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check the recording and I'll be right back. So I just checked the recording. I pressed pause recording, which is my #1 key. My number pad when I put the burn rate in for the fuel. So yeah, it wasn't much behind. It was literally like 30 seconds. I came back here to do something. Oh yeah, I came back here. Heck, this. I need a better energy storage system now, because that just isn't going to cut there anymore. But what I done is when I set the burn rate on here to 10 millibuckets, I'd pressed pause recording. So this is producing, it's like 3.42 FE, but it was literally like 30 seconds of recording. There was nothing much. But the system is working fine. That's making that. This I would like it to be faster. I might upgrade component. Could have the system. Yeah. Does this go any higher? These go higher. Base power, process energy. Process energy, base power. But like, what are they called? Fuck. They're more extra. Dynamo, radial. Increases process speed but reduces RF efficiency. Yeah, that's the right ones I'm using. Don't want those. Catalytic reclamation. It's just gonna have to be that. That's just gonna have to be the speed it runs. But it's gonna slow down. Okay, let's do it a different way. Let's sulfur dust. The chemical injection chamber is just pointless. I'm not doing a setup for hydrogen chloride. Sulfur seed, sulfur essence, viable. Is this? It's fast, but it's not fast enough. So if I turn the burn rate up to 20, the dip in water, but it's going to be filling back up. We're having nuclear waste buildup now, but this is where the nuclear waste processing comes. Fissile fuel is on a deficit? Yes. Drop you back down to 10. Fissile fuel is still on a deficit. You're waiting on sulfuric acid, just getting held up by the sulfur. It's not, nothing else is holding this up. Like, there's plenty of yellow cake uranium, plenty of uranium oxide. Like, we are waiting on sulfur. Right, I will be right back. And we will. I'm gonna go. You know, there's no point in. Boom. Let's make some sulfur seeds real quick. I thought I had sulfur growing seed. Don't. Okay, sulfur seed. Pretty sure that's the. Sulfur seeds. Dentium. Dentium. 2 stacks plus 48. 8. It is 1 second. Crafting a matter of mode. Come on. Dentium. Two. Two. And you. Oh, it's not sulfur, it's sulfur dust. Need sulfur dust. Pulverizing you somewhere. On. I'll be right back once I've got these seeds planted. This is taking longer than I want. Right, almost done. 44 sulfur seeds. I think all this top row is full, yeah. That's pretty much what I did with every siege here. Like I worked out exactly how many. Then. I'll press and there. One of them and 42. Good. Back here. We'll need to start looking at this nuclear wing. But yeah, like we're producing so much power. Fissile fuel is going down. Area chunk loaded. So what I'm going to do is pop. Clear all of that, and at the top we'll get a one. Importer, exporter, sorry. Break you. Pop you there. We need a crafting card in, and then we need sulfur dust. Why aren't you going in there? But it. I'm gonna try the back. E. 4. Come on. Sulfur dust, crafting upgrade. Okay. I think now is a good time to wrap up. I will figure out a way to make this faster and get sulfur dust a lot faster, because normally it's something like this that slows me down, the uranium. But apparently it's the sulfur this time. Like that pulverizer just is not running as fast as I want it to. Whose base attributes, other augments may be more effective result. Scale factor 5. 2, 3, 4, 4.5. It is no better. How does one make that? You know, ATM stuff right now. So, you know what? I could probably actually make that. This should be quite easy to make, but I need the ATM star for that, don't I? The ATM star shard. That's poop. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the episode here, and then we will come back next time. We will deal with. I'll try and figure out how to get this a lot faster, and then we will deal with our nuclear waste that's slowly building up in here, and hopefully build up of nuclear waste. Oh, we are on a well, sort of, we have a gain, but it looks like it's like steady enough to keep it going. That's almost full, but I need to also set up the thermal evaporation plant here as well. which we'll do next episode. We will do that, do the thermal evaporation plants, we will deal with the nuclear waste, and then we can start working towards getting some polonium and plutonium. So, till next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope it wasn't too boring because it's like mechanism stuff. But have a good day, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!